forgot to change the thumbnail. So I had to do it ASAP. While I'm at it, hang on a second. Excuse me. No, maybe not. Hey, Ratchet, what's up? Oh. So much has happened. And I'm not just talking about Genshin, but yeah, it finally happened. Nintendo had their general direct that a lot of people had hoped for in September. And you know, as an afterthought, it makes sense considering that Tokyo Game Show is around the corner. I did make that prediction, and it was so. Although, I guess it would be considered a obvious prediction. It was just a matter of when. So, I'll talk about that first, before getting into, well, this. And especially that. Oh, my flowers are done. So starting off with, yeah, the Nintendo Direct, something that will pop up in my head. We're getting a new Yoshi game, and once again, they're going for the crafty, artsy style of a game, which is nice. We get another Yoshi game. Although this time around, no egg throwing. It's all about controlling the minions. Hey, at the very least, they're not crybabies. Yoshi Island flashbacks. DK Bonanza has a demo, which is a nice little surprise considering that Mario Odyssey never got a demo, despite being successful, but okay. So, hey, but it's still a good opportunity. I was like thinking of trying out the demo and see if it really is worth $100 to spend. But yeah, the DLC is the highlight, the biggest showcase, not the demo. But yeah, the DLC shadow dropped as well. Really nice, and they even got to make a new arrangement of DK Island from DK64, and the first composer I thought of was Grant Kirkhope. Although I don't think he didn't do the arrangement for the new one, but it's nice. It's a nice tune, very memorable, especially if you play DK64 many times. And in said DLC, it's a new game mode with roguelike elements. And it's nice that you can take that game mode to other layers, other worlds. Kind of reminds me of when people made up that thing, what's it called? The Green Demon Challenge. Certain levels would be compatible to that. Well, at least it's better than Luigi's Balloon World. And you remember all those YouTube videos of top 10 best places to hide the balloons. Okay. How are they the best hiding spots when you already show them? Great. Worthy of a YouTube video. Anyways, what else? We got a new Fire Emblem game. I already forgot the name of it. Weave of something. But, hey, it was bound to happen. It hasn't clicked with me, however. I think it's because I need to see more of it. Now, you have to also to just remember, I'm not like a big Fire Emblem fan. Not really into the whole strategy thing. I like real-time strategy rather than turn-based. But for what it's worth, Engage was engaging. Fortune's Weave. Oh boy, yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time trying to glue that into my head. But that being said, I'm sure down the road we're going to see, like, you know, there's definitely gonna be one of those what you call Nintendo dedicated Nintendo Directs for sure. Maybe after that, then I'll start to remember the name of of the game. Um. Oh yes, we get to see, I guess, her true form, adult form. I don't. Yeah, that character. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Interesting though. Then wouldn't that, if it really is her and not some kind of like descendant or ancestry? Hey, then three houses would would be connected to Fortune's Weave. I mean, then again, not it's pretty rare for, you know, Fire Emblem to have like a sort of like connected world, you know? Because you know how like most Fire Emblem entries are like whole new worlds, different characters, different countries and such. And then you don't often have like direct sequels. That comes pretty rare. It's like Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem games that has Ike, the Radiant series. It's just one time and then that's it. And then I don't know, you get those, but you do get to see those characters in some other form or fashion, like a DLC or amiibo or whatever. Anyways, what else was there? Oh yeah, of course, the biggest franchise of them all that took most of the time was the celebration of Super Mario Brothers 40th anniversary. Tons of Mario games. I know. And yeah, I can't believe it's already been 40. I swear the Mario 35th anniversary was like, I felt like it was not too long ago. But 5 years really went by quickly. Yeah, we have a new Mario Tennis game. And once again, and yeah, just like what I said before, it just felt like Tennis Aces came out not too long ago. Until I have to look at the calendar and be like, oh yeah, no, it's been many years. And I think this one might scratch that itch. Because honestly, I wasn't a fan of what Aces try to do. Like how your racket has a dedicated HP bar. And people had compared it to like, or were calling Mario Tennis Aces like a fighting game. And when your racket breaks, it counts as a point loss. And it's like, huh? I mean, yeah, you can still play Tennis Aces like the tradition, but the whole tennis racket thing breaking was pretty much the main gimmick. The thing that Nintendo tried to enforce it. Just like how in Fever, now it's about choosing the right racket. Which, I guess that's going to be the game's gimmick. You're going to have to select a character's playstyle is one thing, but then you have to choose the right racket for the situation. I want to say that's kind of like an RPG style. Character playstyle and then choosing the right weapon. And what else was there? There was like a bunch of whatchamacallit, Switch 2 editions of games. Switch 2, like Super Mario Wonder. We have there's a dedicated multiplayer game, which is definitely going to be fun for the family for sure. friends and family. Blah, blah, blah. What else was there? Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 bundle. And yeah, you can buy the game separately. And I have a theory regarding about the way how Nintendo had just decided to release Galaxy 1 and 2. But I'll talk about that later. But it's nice. People have been demanding for Mario Galaxy 2 for the Switch, and it's finally happened. But for those who have the 3D All-Stars, yeah, sorry, but your hopes and dreams of that game getting an update or DLC to include Galaxy 2, yeah, that has been thrown out the window, and basically Nintendo boomeranged it back at you with a price tag. A digital price tag. You can't own the physical game alone. Unless you want Galaxy 2, then you have to buy that bundle. Physically, that comes with Galaxy 1. Even though you already have Galaxy 1 on your Wii, or if you just so happen to have the physical copy of 3D All-Stars. Which means you probably have multiple copies of Galaxy 1 at home. If you think that's annoying, if you think that's bad, please. How do you think Skyrim fans feel? Or Resident Evil 4 Resident Evil 4 fans? Mario Galaxy 1 in multiple copies? Please. It's not even close to how many times Skyrim has been ported. Or Resident Evil 4, so don't cry about it. Consider it as a new addition to your collection, General Grievous. What else was there? Blah 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 blah. There was like another. I think there was like another Switch 2 edition, wasn't there? Yeah, Mario Wonder. What else was there? It's already slipping out of my head. Well, yeah, I'm trying to remember. The Direct was only like yesterday, wasn't it? And it was 1 hour, to be fair, so it's not like I could remember everything. I'm still on the topic of Mario. Let's see. Hang on. I'm gonna check the Nintendo of America channel, because usually after the Directs, they basically take all the trailers, upload them standalone. Oh geez. Oh yes, the Super Mario movie Galaxy. Yeah. Yeah, they got us on the first half, especially if you saw the post credit of the movie on the first movie. Yeah, a lot of people were I think everybody was expecting Mario, the second film, to be based off of Super Mario World. But no, it looks like Nintendo decided to jump sequel and be like, no, here's Galaxy. Not a bad thing, mind you. No, I think people are gonna like it anyways, regardless. And we still have all the cast, except for what's his name, Seth Rogen. No DK. I mean, then again, was DK in Galaxy? Actually, you know what I'm theorizing? You know what I'm predicting? Why? Assuming that DK is not going to be in the film, Nintendo's already cooking up. Nintendo and Illuminations, I mean, is cooking up a Donkey Kong Country movie. I guarantee you. I mean, come on, think about it. We got Donkey Kong Bonanza. They're using his new model. And we just got the return of the king of the Kremlings. So, come on. I think it's pretty obvious. If Knuckles got a standalone show, not a movie, but a show, I think the equivalent character, Nintendo's counterpart, DK, is going to have his own standalone film. So we can finally have the DK crew all together. Oh wait, we saw Chunky Kong, and this time he's not dead. And then there's Chunky. He's alive and well. Don't worry about it. Frenta Floss lied to you. Anyways, what else was there? Mario movie. I think that was it, right? Yeah, everything Mario. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. I did mention Yoshi, yeah. Okay, onwards to something else. There was a... We're getting a... They showed us a bit of, what's it called? Some Kirby Air Riders. Some amiibos. So, nice that Nintendo is continuing to pump out a bunch of amiibos. In fact, yeah, when I replayed the whole Direct again, I was like, huh, looks like Nintendo is, you know, they're actually trying to push out amiibos. There's a lot of amiibos that was revealed during the Direct. So it's, I mean, like I said, it's nice that Nintendo continues to pump those out. Even though, yeah, the trend isn't really popular as it was before, but I think it's obvious that Nintendo fans, collectors would definitely pick those up. At the very least, the Kirby Air Riders amiibo is pretty unique. How kind of reminds me of the Skylanders. You take the character piece and swap out with other standees. Actually, you know what? No, it also reminds me of that space shooter game, Atlas Starlink or something like that. And yeah, just like the Smash Brothers lineup, yeah, of course, with Sakurai on board, we're gonna have a lot of amiibos. This time, all just Kirby. Just Kirby characters. So yeah, amiibo enthusiasts, fans they're definitely gonna be eating good throughout the next couple of years, actually, if you could think about it. Considering how many amiibos it took, how many years it took all of the Smash Brothers characters to have their amiibo forms. Yeah. How many years was that? 2, 3? even when Sora came out, they were still developing new amiibos. Anyways, what else was there? Virtual Boy. Somehow, some way, just like Bubsy, Nintendo decides to resurrect one of their biggest failures ever, and Virtual Boy, along with the peripheral, which, yeah, I guarantee you it's going to be sold for $100. And collectors, once again, are going to be eating good if they can afford it. But if you can't, hey, at least there's a cardboard variation. Nintendo didn't forget the Labo, even though it's not Labo, but it's cardboard. It's like Nintendo. I think that's another common thing between the Virtual Boy and the cardboard thing. Both were failure designs. But for what it's worth, I think the credit should still be given. Because aside of emulation, I'm assuming, there was no other way to get to play those Virtual Boy games. And, you know, some of them, like Wario Land, I heard, was at least good. Hey, at least now you have a way to play it. At least legitimately, I guess. I don't know, maybe there is emulation. But hey, okay, I still give credit to Nintendo. They decided to do that. Sure, why not? I mean, hey, the Virtual Boy may have been a failure, but it's the concept carried forward, being it, you know, portable, and then the 3D scopic idea. And I guess the spiritual successor would be, you know, the 3DS and the Wii U, and then to the Switch. So, you can't say this Virtual Boy died in vain. It has its history. And the history echoes. Anyways, what else we got? There was the Final Fantasy VII Remake. From what I've heard, for those people who actually got hands-on, yeah, don't worry about it. Apparently it does play pretty well on Switch 2. Although I kind of wonder how they're going to handle that with Rebirth. Rebirth is 10 times bigger than Remake. Than Part 1. And speaking of ports, yeah, there was, as one could easily predict as well, Resident Evil 9, it's getting a Switch 2 port. It's coming to Switch 2, I mean. And, of course, I think I predicted this. Many have others as well. Resident Evil 7 and 8 will no longer be cloud editions. They're going to have a dedicated Switch 2 port. And, yeah, I want to say I feel bad for those who bought the cloud editions. And I doubt Nintendo or Capcom is going to offer some kind of like bare minimum upgrade fee, but we'll see. Apparently, though, I heard that at least in Japan, if you're playing those cloud editions in Japan, it actually plays pretty well. But when you're playing it outside, nah. You can only hope that your internet provider can give you the strongest signal. Other than that, though, if you want to play RE7 and 8 on your Switch, well, Switch 2, that is, only Switch 2, then yeah, that would be it. Just get a Switch 2. Or hell, if you already have the game on your PS4 or Xbox, that's fine, you're good to go. No need to get it on Switch 2, unless you want to talk about portability. What else was there? Tomodachi Life 2's got a release date. That's all I can say about it. Bunch of Pokemon stuff. And one of those said Pokemon games where you play as a Ditto that has, what's the word? Shape-shifted into his previous trainer, which I'm sure there's a heavy dark lore about that. If you kind of look back on the trailer, the Ditto's owner's face has been blocked off. It's covered in dirt. It's a leftover Pokédex. God knows what happened to that trainer. But that aside, the game is actually being co-developed by Koei Tecmo. And if you need a reminder how Koei Tecmo is getting involved, did you know that they are the same? Koei Tecmo helped develop, what's that game called? Dragon Quest Builders. Yeah, that's why the crafting and farming simulation building thing is in there. Because Game Freak needs Koei Tecmo to help them out with that. And speaking of Koei Tecmo, yes, there was also a couple of Koei Tecmo games revealed there. Such as Dynasty Warriors Origins is getting a Switch 2 port. Hyrule Warriors has a release date, yes. No demo yet, but I'm sure there's going to be a demo, at least I want to say about a month before the release. And then they're going to do that thing where, if you have the demo, you can play the demo and continue your progress on the full version, like carry the save data and such. Koei Tecmo does tend to do that with their games, which is good. So, which means in the demo, you have to treat it like you're playing the full game. Since you can transfer the save data, continue your progress forward. But until then, yeah, no demo. But a release date, yes. And then, of course, Fatal Frame 2. And I was expecting it to be... Initially, I thought it was going to be a port, because if you remember, there was an HD port... Well, sort of HD port on the Wii, except Fatal Frame 2 for Wii was exclusive in Japan. and then there was a fan translation in the European version or some sort. But yeah, no, surprisingly, they're doing a full-on remake, and it's actually being developed by Team Ninja. As if their hands wasn't already full enough. I mean, they got Neo, Ninja Gaiden 4, and now this. When's Dead or Alive? I don't know. I mean, if Team Ninja can handle 3 games, although technically, well, one of them being co-developed by Platinum Games, then I'm sure one more game isn't gonna kill them over, right? Okay, well, as that would be my greedy thoughts. I think, no, they would still need to take the time to do everything they can before turning heads and eyes, minds to Dead or Alive 7. But I can wait. If people, I waited for Ninja Gaiden 4, and finally it happened. So, in Team Ninja, I trust that a Dead or Alive 7 will be down the road. And speaking of Dead or Alive, yeah, there's gonna the Sega and RGG Studios is planning to port Virtua Fighter, Virtua Fighter 5 on Switch 2. So good. Yeah, another version of Virtua Fighter 5, and yeah, I saw it on the PlayStation Store, and I was like, oh, okay, it's not going to be a PC exclusive. Okay, I'm adding it to my wish list for now, and see more about it if it leaves a good impression on me. What else? Capcom. Going back to Capcom, it wasn't showcased, but yes, there is a Mega Man Star Force Legacy collection. Yeah, apparently though, what's funny is that in the Nintendo Direct in America, it was shown through the montages. But if you look at the Japan Direct, they actually had like a mini highlight trailer covering it, rather than showing it off through like, you know, the what do you call that, montage slash what do you call that? What's that word? Like when you're doing like a fast roll call. Like lightning round, yeah. But hey, that's good. I remember somebody demanding for a Star Force Legends to happen. Whoever said that, well, their wish came true, and it took Capcom this many years to make it happen after the classic Mega Man X collection, Battle Network collection. Where's the Legends? Well, you can't make a Legends collection when the fact that there's only been 2 games. Unless they had to shove that into a weird Mega Man Legacy collection. I don't know, call it the Mega Man Obscured Legacy collection. Where you have Mega Man, the event, that weird interactive Mega Man Adventures that was only on PC. What was that other one? The Power Fighters. And I think there was even a Mega Man racing kart game. Yeah, we'll call that the the Mega Man Obscured Legacy Collection. Mega Man games you may or may not have heard of. Especially the Mega Man Adventures thing. That was a Japanese exclusive. What else? We also have Metroid Prime 4, of course. Yes, of course. Samus. 2 things. Samus has a bike. Or, sorry, 3 things. Mega Man. Samus can now ride on a bike. The game is confirmed open world. And we have a release date. December 4th. Christmas. Definitely the best Christmas gift a Nintendo fan could ever ask for. If they ever kind of wonder what they asked for Christmas, oh yeah, there you go. Nintendo just did you a favor. Oh, and the fourth thing, amiibos, of course. Except surprisingly, those come out, or I forget, either before the game releases or I think it's after. I think it's before. And hey, aside of Samus, and then Samus on a bike amiibo, there's also a Silux amiibo. I wonder, it'd be nice if the other hunters from Metroid Prime Hunters also got their dedicated amiibos. But that can only happen if Nintendo commissions Retro Studios to make a, I don't know, HD port of Metroid Prime Hunters. So that fans could, especially new ones, will be like, who is Silux? Well, Silux is a character that actually debuted in Metroid Prime Hunters. And, Nintendo does have a knack for re-releasing old games to get new players to get acquainted to these characters, these games, and where they came from. I mean, look, they re-released Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 just in time before the Galaxy movie comes out so that people can be familiar with Rosalina. Us longtime fans, we already know who is who. They don't need to worry about us. But point is, yeah, it's gonna happen. Metro Prime Hunters HD, or better yet, maybe a direct sequel. Who knows? I'll take both. Just so that Metroid Prime, the Metroid series, has like a multiplayer game, and that isn't Federation Force. Which was just straight up co-op, but you know what I mean. And no, we're not going to talk about the dedicated Federation Force PvP game, which is literally just Rocket League. Metroid Prime Rocket League. Oh, that guy's still alive. So yeah, overall, the direct was pretty good. Definitely a thing that had to happen. Because I'm pretty sure people were wondering, not just fans, but generally speaking, like people were wondering when's Nintendo, gonna showcase, all the goodies for the holidays and games to look forward to for next year. And yep, they really showed it. They got a bunch of games coming out next year. And for the holiday season. So, Merry Christmas to Nintendo fans. You're eating good this holiday season. And after New Year's. I would rate it. Yeah, I would rate it an A rank. And you know what? I'll be very honest. Somehow, some way, I was just expecting a Smash Brothers Ultimate Switch 2 edition. Call me the crazy one for thinking that was going to be the last thing they were going to show. But, yeah, no, obviously that wouldn't happen. Because I feel like that would just be a little insulting. Especially when you have, like, all these other upcoming games coming out. Plus, Sakurai is already, his newest game isn't even out yet. So, you can't just overshadow all those games that was just announced, especially the Virtual Boy, and just be like, okay, Smash Bros. Gets released. Oh, well, forget all the games coming out then. And yeah, again, that wouldn't be fair. So, gotta respect. You gotta respect those out there. And all the other games coming out. Although, yeah, sure, one could argue, well, wouldn't certain games overshadow the other? Well, yeah, of course. That's kind of the point. It's no different than trying to decide really what game you're guaranteed to buy while you're going through your Christmas shopping. Which ones are worth buying day one, maybe, and which ones are best saved for later. But your mind just can't make up its own mind. I mean, aside of Nintendo games, dude, there's plenty of, aside of Nintendo, the games that was shown at the Direct. Look at all the other games that are coming out this season, fall and winter season. Sonic Racing Cross World, Silent Hill F. I already forgot the other ones. Battlefield 6. So, you know, there's already a lot to choose from. Hey, at the very least, Silksong is out of the way because it's real, it's in our hands, so you don't have to worry about the release date. Man, you gotta love. I also gotta love the whiplash that other game devs have against Silksong. Like, still, some game devs and former developers, people who used to work at Blizzard, EA, BioWare, Sony, all of those folks are like nitpicking and being like, yeah, Silksong's pretty good. I understand it's a success and why it's loved. But, like, you know, they're just throwing some excuses. Like, praise it for 1 second, or for a few seconds, and be like, they go throw a huge tantrum on Twitter and Reddit and not 4chan, Discord, and be like, but you know, the game should have been $50 and maybe it would have been more successful, or blah blah blah. And the Team Cherry, I think that they're just gonna harm the industry. Okay, if this, let Team Cherry harm the industry. Let this be a wake up call. In fact, yeah, people are calling Silksong the wake up call to all the AAA studios. How a $20 game managed to sell 15 million copies in just 3 days. And it was in the works for 7-8 years by only 3 people. And yeah. And things have already been said plenty enough. And speaking of Silksong, yeah, whatchamacallit. I just finished Act 1. I did all of that side quest, traveling, collecting as much stuff I can find, and I just reached the Citadel, which was the point of the game, but now it's like, oh yeah, no, there's a lot more to go through. That was just part 1. All those hard-ass bosses. Yeah, that was just part 1. And yeah, there's already speedrunners who managed to complete the game in just an hour. I haven't seen them, but I'm just gonna assume maybe because there's already glitches that, or I don't know, exploits. Well, in any case, yeah, I'm still enjoying every bit of it. I'm just taking my time with it. And now I'm being I'm like multitasking between that and this. Because, yeah, as you know, Genshin's got the latest update. Biggest one of them all. And, yeah, might as well go through that now. So, starting off with, 2 new characters that are currently available in the game. So starting off with the deer lady, how do you pronounce her name again? Lauma? Yeah, Lauma. Think of the animal name llama, but just call it Lauma. There's a U there. That's how I'm trying to slowly remember her name. I mean, to be fair, I mean, llama and deers are not the same, I know, but you know what they have in common? Height. Look how tall her character model is. I don't think it's the, and I don't think it's the footwear, the high heels. I think it's the legs. Anyways, and the second new character is Aino. She is the owner of the android we befriended not too long ago, Inatha. And yep, I'll talk about the story later, but yeah, they have been reunited at last. I've only just finished recently I just finished the first act. Yeah, apparently this update is so big, the story continues in 2 acts. So wait until Act 3 and next month, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, those are the 2 new characters at the moment. But you may have noticed that the new 4-star Aino is not on the banner, which I'm surprised. I'm assuming that means she's going to be in Phase 2, which I'll get to later, but makes you then you have to wonder, how do you get Aino then? Well, they're giving her away for free. Is it here? Oh, it disappeared. It's because I already obtained her. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, there's a permanent, not event. It's like a permanent thing where by the time you reach to the new region here and complete just a bit of the story, the game just gives you the character. So, yeah, free character. You don't have to wait for a banner. It's the same offer as when you reach to Natlan the first time, or Sumeru. Yeah, Sumeru. When you enter Sumeru for the first time, they give you Kale as your first starter in the new area, and then in Natlan, as I mentioned, Kachina becomes your free offer character when you reach to Natlan. So it's nice that Hoyoverse continues the tradition, giving you access to a free character, and for good reason, because of the dedicated, unique abilities that these characters have, like how Kale was offered for free as a given because she would be considered your first Dendro character. In fact, yeah. Genshin history, yeah. At the time when Sumeru was first available, it was also the first time when Dendro became an official element that you could collide elemental reaction, yeah. Whereas Kachina would be your first character in Natlan, where you had to utilize that orange meter, if you remember. That ability where certain characters, Natalanese characters, could utilize their abilities to fly, surf, climb up walls, etc. Now, with Aino, what's her excuse? What's her gimmick? Well, just like the deer lady, and actually no, Inatha was the first, but she's a 5-star, so let's pretend, or let's put her off to the side. But yeah, I know the uniqueness of the new characters from here on out is the lunar reaction, which I can't tell you what the difference is, because the lunar reaction, how do I explain it? Okay, Inatha would be an example. So if you remember the reaction between what happens with when you combine the Hydro and Electro, you get, Electro charge. So in a similar fashion, where you mix Hydro and Inatha's exclusive Electro, it causes what they call it a lunar charge? Yeah, Lunar Charge. I don't know what the deal is. I think it may be just a stronger variation, I guess. It's like it's a similar reaction, but I guess yeah, maybe just stronger and that's it. Oh, I have enough. So yeah, I'm guessing characters like Aino and Lauma have like their Dendro, I guess it's called that. Dendro, no, sorry, Lunar Bloom and Hydro Bloom? No Hydro Bloom? Oh, weird. She doesn't have a lunar effect. Well, down the road, I'm sure there's going to be a character that does a Hydro Lunar. And then a Pyro Melt. A Lunar Melt, Lunar everything. Anyway, so yeah, that pretty much covers characters. Oh, sorry. For Phase 2 banner, how do I view said character? I think. Oh wait, now I remember. Phase 2. Oh wait, no, here, not here. No, not here. Then. Our archive. I could have sworn I saw somewhere on the menu where you could see. It's a new character for Phase 2 banner. I don't know his name. It starts with an F. He's the guy. If you see in the trailer, promotional trailer, he's the guy that carries around the blue fiery lantern. Yeah, but he's in Phase 2, so you're gonna have to wait. How long? 16 days from now. And speaking of banners, there's this one. A banner where you get to choose a character, a 5-star character, or a 5-star weapon. However, you're gonna have to spend Primo Gems and Intertwined Fates, so you're pretty much left up to choice. Spend Primo Gems on new character, a rerun, new weapons or a rerun weapon, or a banner where you can choose a character / weapon. But let me give you a big warning about this what is called Chronicle Path banner, because in a similar fashion as the weapon banner here, where you can choose whichever 5-star weapon you want, it doesn't guarantee. Even if you select the character or weapon, it doesn't guarantee that you will get the thing of your choice. It's still 50-50. However, if, say, you lose the 50-50, then I guess then the banner gives you what's said down there, fate points. Fate point. I think it even says it here, right? You must select a target amongst the 5-star characters, weapons for your Chronicle Path. After a selection, during this Chronicle period, the 5-star item you receive from the wish will only be of the same type as the target you selected for your Chronicles. You will receive 1 fate point when you receive a 5-star character or weapon that is not the one you chose. So again, like, it's still 50-50. Once you've accumulated enough fate points, the 5-star weapon, character or weapon you receive through the Chronicle Wish in this period will be the one you choose through the Chronicle Path. So yeah. But what you can choose freely without any 50-50 getting in the way is this. Oh, and the other thing, I'm assuming this is part of the anniversary stuff. This, what's it called? Uncover Lunar Realms. This was this was just a freebie. Like literally, Hoyoverse be like, okay, new players, new and old, you get to choose one of the 8 characters here for free. No catches, just for free. Plus, you even get you get their materials as a nice little head start. I chose Kaching because of I was like, what was it? I wanted her C4 and not the explosive type. I was even debating if I wanted to get Jean just so I can get the Masterless Stella Fortuna, which I'll get to later. But then I thought, nah, I might as well just make my way to get the other 5-star characters to C6. So if you haven't opened this up, but then again, by now you probably already have chosen your 5-star. But if you haven't, yeah, this thing is waiting for you, man. The Hoyoverse is giving you a 5-star character for free. Even if the choice isn't, you know, that many, but hey, it's still a benefit. And then here's the other thing. This one. For, I think this is gonna this thing's lasting for 78 days. Why? Because this thing is giving players a chance to do their weeklies. It's a simple weekly, in fact. If you look at your Adventurer's Handbook under the commission, you'll see it right there, daily commission and how many resins you'll consume each day. Just do both of those and you complete that weekly progress for the Temper Thyself. As you progress... Oh, sorry. As you progress, you build your way up, 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 up to get all these rewards. And then finally, your final reward is the choice of a 5-star character of your choice. And as far as I read online, you can do this at least 4 times before the event expires. But as you're doing the weekly progression, yeah, I think 78 days is plenty enough. You'll definitely complete this 4 times and that's it. But again, that's that's what I read online. I don't quote me on it. As of now, I'm just I was still like initially deciding Jean just so I can get the Stella Fortuna, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Maybe I'm gonna have to look up online. So for now, I've chosen Eula. Or should I do Mona? She's already almost at C6. Ugh, choices. But oh yeah, but it's only character. You can only choose the characters. You can only choose the characters that you have in your current roster. Hence why you'll see the ones that are like shadowed, because I don't have these characters. But this is a good opportunity to give a certain characters their constellations leveled up. Especially the characters that are only obtained through the permanent standard banner. So, such as Jean, Diluc, Chi-Chi, Kaching, and Mona. Just these 5. No, and Dea as well. So yeah, it's a nice offer. Plus, hey, you also get all these other rewards, which trust me, you're gonna need it. Especially this and this. Oh yeah, and this one too. So yeah, no pressure, no worries. 78 days, plenty of days, plenty of time. And this is just a future forecast. Starting from September 28th, They're gonna hand out 4 pieces of inbox mail that shall reward you 400 Primo Gems each, and then a total of 1,600. Yeah, no, it's not 1,600 times 4. No. It's 400 Primo Gems in each of those 4 emails. So they're just giving you the grand total already. Like, they're just showing you the total, what you'll have at the end of those 4 in-game mail. And then October 1st, you'll get another 10 polls, which is just one day, and that's it. At least it's just one mail that gives you everything here in a single day. Unlike here, where it's 4 separate pieces of inbox mail. Oh, you get a little nice companion. That's nice. A robot cat. It's a gadget. What the heck is this? A hovering daybed? Huh, okay. What else? Here's this thing. The Traveler's Tales. So, if you recall, this was a thing back then. They did this twice. In the previous events, it was just a limited time event, but now it's permanent. So, they give you a simple quest where you just go to, what's her name? Catherine at the Adventures Guild. She'll give you a book. And in said book, this is basically where you get to encounter, reunite with some old familiar faces. Oh, there he is. Flynn's. That's the guy with the lantern I mentioned. But yeah, you get to encounter these characters in the open world. However, it can happen at random. Or you can make it happen where in that same quest, after you obtain the book from Catherine, the quest will then tell you, go meet with Yae Miko up here at the shrine. You have a little nice cutscene interaction with her. And then she just basically tells you, or the game tutorial tells you, you can make a wish and invite one of the characters from said book. Not everyone, though. There's only, like, right now, a certain selection of characters. So as of now, I just chose Cheverus. So, which means at some point, either later tonight or tomorrow, she'll appear in Fontaine. And basically, it's just like a little nice cutscene moment just to have a little chit-chat with them. It in a way, it's like an alternative take on the, what do you call that? The hangout events. Plus, you do get rewarded for it. Not only do you take notes of what you of your encounter with them, you also get stamps. And once you accumulate 10 each, you get Primo Gems. 50 Primo Gems. So, yeah. It's not incentive to do it, but if you want Primo Gems on the side, earn Primo Gems on the side, then yeah, collect them stamps. Encounter these characters if you get a chance. Or, yeah, again, come to the shrine here and make a wish of your chosen character. Wait for them to appear. But it won't tell you. You actually have to look all over the open world to see where they are. So, in this case, Cheverus, she is not anywhere at the moment. Now, to keep in mind, though, some characters, like just this morning, I encountered, what's his name? Mika? I think it was Mika, right? Yeah, I encountered Mika, and if you remember, he's actually he's a character from Mondstadt. But I didn't encounter him in Mondstadt. I encountered him in this new area. So yeah, just make sure you keep an eye out on where those characters could be. Your first instinct, of course, is to, check out the region that they are from specifically. And if they're not there, just search everywhere else. But definitely not anywhere here, or here, or here, or here. Yeah, not in any of these places, or not your pot, unless you already have them in your Serenity pot. So yeah, once again, it's a little extra feature. You can earn Primo Gems on the side. And again, it's permanent. So you can do this anytime. No rush, no limited time, not an event anymore. Just free choice. It's like a free update in your full price RPG game or something. Like a Final Fantasy game that has like a new optional boss or something. Free update. What else is there? I'll go over the new area later. What else is there? Two new world bosses, except I don't know why they only highlight one. And then a new event already. Is that a weapon or an instrument? It's a weapon. Already they're giving me weapons already. Okay. I think that covers about it. Events, characters. Story I'll get to later. Or maybe I'll mention a few notes as I talk about the world here. The world of... How do you pronounce it? Nodcray? Nodcray? Yeah, something like that. So, right off the bat, I'll tell you right now, this whole region is governed by nobody. Like, there's no Archon. Or technically there is, but not in a natural way. It's more, in fact, yeah. From what I recall, it's a free country. But as you know, this is basically the home turf of the Fatus, and it's been said by many of the NPCs here, ever since they came along, they basically rummaged everything, tried to make it their territory. So much so that the statue of the seven for this region has been decorated in their style. This is how it looks like, or went before the Fatus came by. Just like the statue of the seven, it looks clean, looks fine. And then when the Harbinger Fatus came along, they started adding their touches to it. Gameplay wise, no, it still functions the same way. It heals you. You offer Luna Oculus. It's not called Cryo Oculus. It's Luna Oculus. And yeah, just like all the other statues, if you have any Oculuses, just offer, and you get some rewards. Some nice rewards, by the way. Yes. So yeah, it's a country, it's a nation that is not governed by anybody. Like, I mean, aside of these guys. Like, if you put them away, yeah, just a free country. Hence why you might see a bunch of NPCs that are not just from this region, but also multicultural, actually. Some folks from Fontaine, some folks from Mondstadt even. In fact, the Grandmaster from Mondstadt is here. Except he's on an errand, so we can't see him in person just yet. But yeah, multicultural. And very machine-like. Yes, you may have noticed. Because that's how these people get by. They even have a kiddie ride made of machines. And this is where Dory's shop is. Well, she's not here now. She was here, but yeah. And if you need a comparison to what this region is based off of, it's based off of the motherland. Yes, the same motherland that is Russia. Because you know how like Genshin, literally all the regions are based off of like real life locations, countries. So yeah, this place it's the motherland. But with the whole multicultural thing, it doesn't really feel like one. Until you start seeing, yeah, the Fatus as well. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna show you true motherland nature here. Cultural aesthetics. Aside on the machines, I'm trying to remember where that place is. Oh wait, no, it's right here, behind that dome. Oh yeah, see? Some folks from Fontaine are here as well. They've all come to travel, or maybe they're already there. They live here. Oh yes, here it is. Except I don't think she's here. A new character. Nope, she's not here. Of course not. What's her name again? Nerf? Nefer? She's currently in the book. Too bad we can't see her character model. Yeah, her. What do I call her? She's like an informant. She gets her information. She takes commissions. She knows her stuff. And in a way, she's kind of like, what do you call those people? Like those people who sell weaponry, doesn't choose a side. They sell weapons for the market. She's kind of like that kind of person, that kind of business style. But she does know who the bad guys are, but she also doesn't want them, the Fatu specifically, to be on her tail. So, yeah, pretty much trying to be neutral. But then, to be fair, nobody really wants to be on their hit list. In fact, let's just go there already then. I know. This is like the first thing. Literally, as much as I wanted to come here immediately, but I had to like follow the story just so I get the hang of the surroundings, the environments. So yes, this is not exactly their headquarters, the Fatu's headquarters. This is just their factory. No, otherwise we would have already seen the Harbingers here already, but no, this is just their facility where machines and weaponry is made. And yeah, ever since the moment. Okay, hold on. I think I need to get a good view. Like literally at some. Yeah, here it is. This is a good angle. It just. The moment you stare at this, it's like, oh shit, I'm here. I'm actually legitimately here in the heart of the Fatu's boundaries. that is until you come inside and realize, oh no, this is just the factory. Because, yeah, you know, we still got more out there. This is just one piece of the whole nation. One piece of the Fatu's true firepower stronghold. So, yeah. What's interesting about this place is that in certain areas, especially in the interior, when you go into combat against any of the soldiers or machines, they will give you a 20-second alertness, and if you don't clear out the enemies within that time, a stronger group of enemies come, reinforcements. But that's it. It's only punishing if you're not ready to take them on yet. But when you just want to fight more, let that 20-second come to zero, and yeah, just have more fun dealing with them. Other than that, though, it's a fair warning. And no, it doesn't mean you have to go in stealthily. In fact, no. When I was like walking around this whole fortress, there were like some soldiers that you can just talk to directly, and the dialogue choices are like you could just casually talk to them or just fight them immediately. And that's what I did, obviously. And no, I mean, at least in those sequences, they don't give you that 20-second alertness. But yeah. It's like they know. It's like Hoyoverse knows that players would definitely choose the violent option, since these guys are not going to. They're not going to take you very lightly. And there it is, the cultural thing that I mentioned a few minutes ago. If you want any other proof that this region is based off of Russia, well, I hope this solidifies it. Heck, Genshin, the official Genshin channel even had like a Eurobeat YouTube short of the guy dancing. Oh, and I guess the stack of bottles. I'm assuming that might be vodka, but who knows? And yep, these guys come in a nice variety of styles. We have a lady with a little arm, with a little cannon that shoots Anemo. We have a staff user that shoots Hydro. We have a shield that uses Geo. The hammer guy is Electro. And they have their little desperation move, of course. But my advice is deal with the Hydro lady. Because just like the big Hydro fat guy, you remember, he heals. But rather than constant healing, it's like bare minimum healing. But other than that, hey, yeah, at least these guys are somewhat easy to deal with. They flinch pretty well. How did you miss? I'm down here. Make sure you beat every single one of them, because by the time you enter this region, they drop a new type of material. So you, just like Genshin tradition, each region has like a gimmick. The gimmick here in Non-Cray is the lunar abilities, and no, not the elements I mentioned before, but how this world utilizes blue and red moon. You could, and in the simplest form, it's basically just a magnet function. blue, red, you know, like how Magnus there's a positive, negative, red, blue. Basically that. So there will be like puzzles in which you have to utilize the lunar abilities. And even during combat, some enemies will have like, say, like a blue lunar. And if there's a red in present, you can use the red to, I don't know, deactivate their shields, pull away their weapons or something. So the game will tell you that. But yeah, if you're nowhere close to this part of the game, don't worry. I mean, I should not shower all the information. The game will tell you anyways. If I already tell you now, it's gonna be forgotten anyways. Aside of the soldiers, yes, they have machines of war. And each machine, just like the soldiers here you see, they all come in variety of elements as well. Keep an eye out on that. They do not do physical damage. It's just straight up elementals. So when you come across two elemental robots, brace yourself for elemental reactions conducted by them. You got big machines, small machines, some as big as your head. But they all go down the same way as you would expect. But based on what element they are, make sure you don't have the same element as them. Not that they're immune to it, it's just that they'll have like slight resistance. I will say though, the Hydro one is definitely the worst. He only has two functions. Hydro Pump and Hydro Buzzsaw, and that's it. Thrilling. Definitely the ones you want to look out for are the ones that fly. And there are two elemental variations of the ones that fly. I believe there's a Anemo and a Pyro one. The Pyro one is bigger. It's a big one. So no, the small ones are Anemo and I think Dendro. Or I think the Dendro one is actually a mini tank. Watch your heads! This is why you need to wear helmets here. I also like how they have battleships here. I mean, I'm assuming they're battleships. I don't see any guns, but yeah. No joke, when I was like looking at this, entering this fortress, a couple of music started playing in my head. But then I thought for the sake of immersion, I played like music in the background on YouTube, like the Hyrule Castle theme in Breath of the Wild. Because it's like, oh shit. It's like we're almost at the end game. Or, what's the other one that I was thinking of? Ganon's Tower from Ocarina of Time, where Ganondorf plays the organ. I was like, oh yeah, this is it. Aside of the outside, yes, you can explore the interior as well. And then eventually, you even get to the top. And somebody's already there. Oh, that reminds me. I wonder if that guy is on that hit list. Oh, wrong one. So there's like a new sort of feature. I'm assuming I think it might be permanent. So only here in non-Cray, I don't know. When you consult to Catherine, there is a new thing called Valiant Chronicles. In here, you get to take on... Oh yeah, okay, it is him. You get to take on superior bosses. And yes, they do offer some type of reward, such as Primo Gems. It may be only 20, and to get them, you have to follow the criteria they ask of you. Defeating is one, and then I guess, yeah, the rest are complicated ones. So much so that I would safely say I could try them, but if I can't achieve it, forget it. Because, by the way, yes, at Adventure rank 60, where the enemies are level 90 and such, these guys are level 105. It's doable. You can at least beat them. But, yeah. Just brace yourself for the worst. These guys. I mean, they even warned ahead of time in the special program. They said, yeah, these guys are not your typical big boy elite bosses, world bosses. No, these are beyond those. So, if you thought Raiden Shogun having 8 million HP was bad enough, please, these guys. And there's more to come. As you can see, there's like 4 extra slots down there. Or wait, no, those are rewards. Oh no, yeah, no, those are rewards. Never mind. No, but it says here not yet compiled, meaning there's going to be more tougher enemies down the road. But yeah, the choice is yours. If you wanna challenge, if you wanna challenge them, go right ahead. But see, this is all the reason why they gave you, or why the Genshin finally has a function, an item that lets you level up your characters to level 100. Yeah, no, this was given out for free, by the way. You know what? I might as well talk about this now. I mean, I already did before, but now that I got to see it and, you know, kind of like get hands-on. I didn't use it yet, but yeah, Hoyoverse was kind enough to give everybody only 2 of this. So how do you get them? Well, you could obtain them from that event that I mentioned before, the Templar to temper thyself. Which, yeah, now I'm taking second thoughts. Does that mean I should probably switch to Jean so I can just get it? I'm gonna have to look it up before before I reach to that point. So yeah, it's either that or what did it say? Wish? I think it said wish, right? Yeah. So what did he mean by wish? The banner. And just a quick recap, because I already talked about this. Whenever a 5-star character reaches to C6, if you get a duplicate of that character whose constellation is full, then yes, that is how you obtain only one Masterless Stella Fortuna. Now, another example, if you got a duplicate of that character, does that mean the Stella Fortuna is only dedicated to that character? No. Quick answer, no, it doesn't. Like, again, for example, if I had a duplicate Jean and I got this, does that mean I have to use this on Jean? No. Not at all. You can actually give this to anybody. But at your own risk, because this is the ultimate rarest item you'll ever get. And the fact that you have to use 2 to increase the level cap to the character to 100. Yeah. Hopefully, though, my only hope is that they somehow make the Masterless Fortuna obtainable in another way. Like, I'm sure this is the first time they're ever dropping this right now. This is a fresh new item that they cooked, and they want to see what the feedbacks are. Like, if they get too many people to complain that, you know, whale players are the only ones benefiting from this, and, you know, it's hard enough to get this, then I'm sure down the road they're going to find a way to mitigate this. Find a slightly Not easy, but a grindy way, but for people that most people can find a way to get this. Now, what about 4-star characters? Like, what if you got a constellation duplicate of them? Sadly, no, you don't get it. Because since 4 stars are always guaranteed, right? So, that being said, what I'm hoping for, like I said earlier, like they find a way to make this, obtaining the Stella Fortuna easy. What I hope is that since 4-star characters are easy to get, imagine you could get, like, say, fragments of the Masterless Stella Fortuna. And then you need, like, I don't know, 20 in total. Or, okay, maybe 20 is not... 20 sounds cheap. But let's just say, for example, you only need 20 pieces to make one whole Masterless Fortuna. Yeah, I know that may sound simple, but again, I'm just setting an example. But yeah, until then, that's pretty much what we have to work with. Yeah, you either become a whale player, or you have until the event ends in 78 days. If you have a character at C6, I guess that's like another way you can get it. I mean, as of now, that's what the item says. That's how you can get it. But I'm afraid, because what if I choose Jean, I reach to that end, and then just becomes a waste. But then I only have 3 more chances to get other constellations. Well, that's a me problem I have to figure out. Or I could look up online. Somebody on YouTube might explain it better than I can. Anyways, overall, yes, I could already probably level up a character at 100 right now. Who? I don't want to do it now. I would do the Traveler, but... Tough crowd, man. Tough crowd. Also, I'm running out of Mora. Oh, geez. Leveling up 1 character was already bad enough, but now 2. Anyways, so, yeah. Back to the fortress. Just to get a little nice view of this place. The top floor. I'm gonna guess this is where the Fatus have their little skirmish mock battles for fun. I wonder if there's something on top of that. Now for the story. Or then again, that might be spoilers, so maybe I won't talk about it. No, I'm good. No, too spoiler. It's still too soon. And I haven't even finished Act 2, so I should probably not talk about it. Yeah, no, never mind. Scratch that. I'll save it for another time. Or until Hoyoverse uploads the cutscene trailers on their YouTube channel. That way they could signal that as, okay, by now everybody should have finished the story. Or reached this part of the story. You can complain, the YouTubers out there, for uploading cutscenes and call them spoilers, but what happens when the official developers decided to do it themselves? Well, it's still a spoiler regardless. Oh shit, there is an Oculus, I was right. I knew it. I knew it. There's never a moment. Question is, how the hell am I gonna get up there without using Venti? Because this is definitely Genshin's biggest problem. That Wuthering Waves has solved. You know how, you know, you're climbing and, you know, you can't because of the ledges right above your head. Well, fortunately, if you don't have Venti, there is an item that you can use. A gadget. Maybe that might work. Let's see. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, don't worry, it's a permanent item that you can get. I forgot how or where. Also, I need to refill it, actually. I've used it all. Wow. Oh, there's nothing there. What is that? Nowhere land! Just work in progress islands until the next update. And that is... Wait, what? Wait a minute, there's already a model of the area we can't reach? It's not, it's definitely not this, because I can swim there. Or take a boat there, but... Oh. Oh, that's very ominous. Yeah, see? That little small island is that. Could that be... I'm not gonna... this is just gonna be a prediction, but I believe that is where the Harbingers live, where they gather. It has to... it could be, I mean. Not it has to be, it could be. Wow, what a way to model that, but not those two islands. Is that Fontaine? Oh shit, damn. Too bad we can't get there because there's nothing here. to think that this game used to be only 10 gigs. Now it's over 100. And look what free updates has gotten us to. Yeah, remember, this is a free-to-play game. It's not all this here, not paid DLC. It's all free. That's how these kind of free-to-play games keeps themselves alive. If this was made by or published by EA, I bet you they would charge each and every region at full price. Or, no, better yet, not EA, Activision. Yeah, I doubt I could actually climb up that. Well, I'll be coming for you, Harbingers. Mark my words. And when I do, you're so dead. Speaking of Harbingers, you get to encounter 2 of them in this region. One of which you may have saw from the cover art of the update, the Marionette. I think she is number 7. And yeah, she's as sinister as one could predict. But surprisingly, when she... actually, no, that's a spoiler. But yeah. I mean, knowing the Marionette is here is not really a spoiler. As for the second Harbinger you meet, it's Columbina. The... What's her code name? Harbinger name? The... Damselette? Damselette? Yeah. But surprisingly, she is... not one of them? She's not a Harbinger? Because apparently she is gone running away from them and is hiding in this island under someone else's care. Because apparently Columbina, in fact, yeah, if you recall the statue, it's her. Columbina is the previous Archon of this whole nation. A nation now that she no longer governs. It's weird though, because when Signora died, she was there at her at the funeral, and here she is now. She's like, she doesn't want to deal with the Harbingers, and now the Harbingers are trying to look for her, and for obvious reasons, because they want to abuse her powers. But they also know that she's a bit of a fragile person. So She's not bad, but she's not good either. She's kind of like alone, pretty much. But as of now, she doesn't show any hostility yet. And where do you find her? Oh, she's on this island here. But, you know, one, you're forced to only play as the traveler. Don't worry, there's no enemies here. But there is a material you have to pick up here. And 3, she's not present because story is done. Or at least Act 1. But this is where she now resides. Or, sorry, hiding. Apparently trying to regain her powers or something like that. But yeah, mostly hiding. So much so, the Harbingers can't even find her. They even try to interrogate the deer lady, Lauma. Trying to ask her, where is she? You better tell us where she is now, or else this whole island belongs to us. You have 3 days, ma'am. 3 days, or we be coming with our machines. But those 3 days pass and yeah, no. Nothing happened. Because there was like a situation that both sides had to deal with. And that situation is some creepy weirdos called the Wild Hunt. Right, I forgot. That's like another thing I guess I should now address. Do you see these guys? In the simplest form, the simplest way of calling these things, they are undead spirits. And they have a very unique health bar. And let me show you how it's done. You can they can still be taken down like normal enemies. They can even be knocked back, but of course, yes, there's some big ones. They can shoot projectiles if you are too far from them. Yes, they have a lot of HP, I know. But then that's not even the worst part. I don't know why they're called a Wild Hunt. They have nothing to do with the hunt. Unless these were former hunters, now undead soldiers. Not just the men, but even the women. So yeah, see, as soon as you reduce their HP, they're in like a sort of more of a zombified state where they're just hanging there, stalling. And the more you hit them, that gray HP bar decreases, and then yeah, their red HP recovers. What do you call that again? Or I don't know, what do you want to call that in some RPG and that do that? I think there. Is there a way? Oh no. I kind of wonder actually, there has to be like a slightly easier way to deal with these guys. Is this in alphabetical order? No, it's not. No, that's the machines. Wilderness Ghoul. Drain its HP completely or use skills enhanced by Moonsign to send it into a brief state. Ah, okay. Oh, so I guess the one easy way to deal with these guys is to have a Lunar character. Other than that, if you don't have any, you're just taking them out raw, bit by bit. First their red HP, and then down goes their gray. But yeah, I would advise that if you can, if you can, take them out, because they too drop some materials that you'll most likely need. Excuse me, I have to get used to their timing. Somehow I look at these things as like the equivalents to like Redeads or Gibdos. Boy, they take a long time to get up too. Very long time. Well, at the very least, whenever you reduce their HP, a big chunk of their gray health goes down. But, yeah. Watch out for them ghouls, especially the big ones. And yeah, just like the tutorial mentioned, if you want to have a better time dealing with them efficiently, you're going to need some Lunar characters. Inifa, Lauma. Not sure about Aino. I'm hoping Aino. She has to because she's in this region. Actually, wait, hang on, what's her vision? No, she has the same vision as the other characters, like Lauma and the others. So she should have a Lunar. Well, only one way to find out. It's just, instead of just stalling, which is a good time transition where I should point out that I just now, after 5 years, figured out that you can expand the list. And how? So when you're on this screen, press the up D-pad. Somewhere on the bottom corner should say add team. So that means you can increase the limit capacity. So if you remember, throughout my 5 years with this game, I've always been just stuck with 4. How did I found this out now? I was watching a YouTube video, and then they said that the update increased the capacity from 15 to 20, and I was like, is that a PC exclusive? Because mine's still at 4. But then when I was looking at the UI, I was like, huh? Up D-pad? And create team? Oh, so I could have more than 4. So last night I went out of my way to be like, okay, I should start making my own dedicated team for certain situations. Be able to switch on the fly. And not only did I learn that, instead of like selecting a character one by one like this, I could just do a quick setup. Press triangle or Y, I think on Xbox it's Y. And then there you go, 1, 2, 3, and I mean, technically I already knew that was already a thing. I just don't know why I didn't bother with that. But yeah, this one I didn't know. And so I also went the extra mile by nicknaming each team. But the last one is just like a free control, free choice. In case I just want to freely choose a character. In this case, yeah. Where are you? So, Hydro, and instead of doing Electro, let's get a Pyro. Oh, whoops! I did not confirm. Oh yeah, no, see? Moon sign. So yeah, Aino can do a lunar effect. So I just need to know what does what. So she that's a tap. I think there was a hold input as well. Oh, so she just pulls her tail. Can she do it in the air as well? Oh, good. Okay, but let me. I also need a refill on that that floating device thingamajig. You can do the lunar effect anywhere. It doesn't have to just be exclusively in the new region. Oh, that reminds me. You should have this since you are a robotic mechanic. Mechanic on robot. Yeah. And then Lauma can have the Xbox glider. I mean, the Dendro is one, but then I thought, nah, this is more greener than the Dendro. Yeah. Did I do the same for Inafa? I think I did. Yeah. And the color matches. Too bad still to this day we don't get the KFC color theme glider. For obvious reasons. It was a restaurant Chinese it was a Chinese exclusive in yeah, in the country. So much so that so many Genshin fans lined up for it. But then some KFC locations started to like run out of the bucket, so people could not get the code. And KFC was forced to use the Call of Duty Black Ops. I think it was 4, I don't know, whatever Call of Duty came out at that time, as a replacement, but no code. And you probably think, well, yeah, that's a bucket full of greasy chicken. They're gonna throw it out anyways, right? Wrong. Well, kind of right, but also wrong. You know what the fans also did with those buckets after? They cleaned it, and they use it as a lamp, like a lamp cover. I mean, it's the thing. It's the thought that counts. That they think it's they would call it a Genshin merch. All right. Anyways, how does the lunar effect work now? Oh, the other guy saw me. It's definitely not elemental reaction on the pyro. Is it a Dendro? Ah, it's a assist burst. Weird. Hold on, let me try switching. What happens is the name still the same if it was Inafa? Yeah, no, it is. Okay, but then how... Where's her lunar effect? based on her party's moon sign. Her birth. Compare that to Yennefer. When a party member triggers an electro charge reaction, it will convert it to a lunar charge. No, that's her. That's just a passive thing. Well, based on what the description says, I guess Iono's lunar thing is not an elemental reaction, but it's a moon sign. Maybe I should try that on the ghouls. Maybe that's more better. Where can I find one of those guys? I think there might be a group here. I should probably also switch just in case. Well, I know guarantee Yennefer and Aino would cause a lunar charge, but I just want to see just Aino by herself. Excuse me.
잘 감상하라고. 외출하시.
Alright, where can I find them? I remember seeing a ghoul some part around here. If I can't find them, I will just use the thingamajig, the guidebook. Adventures in the handbook, and then it'll pinpoint me all of the locations. Or the nearest one, I think. Oh yeah, yeah, excuse me, I'll just do that. No? Oh, they're not easy enemies, they're elite enemies. That may make sense considering how much HP they have. Very scary. No! Ugh, this is what happens when you make eye contact. Yeah, that's right, you better run unless you're asking for it. Hello, poor souls. Allow me to assist you with...
무지개를 띄워줄게. 푹 빠지면 안 돼. 전기맛 좀 볼래?
I'm not seeing any
좋아.
lunar or moon sign.
좋아.
Unless they mean that when their HP is down.
전기맛 좀 볼래?
No?
도망치지 말라.
I don't think I get it yet. Yeah, no. I'm probably gonna have to try to experiment on that with some other characters with the some moon sign effects. Cause yeah, sorry, I don't get it 100%. All I'm seeing is the same elemental reaction, unless Lunar Charge is just so far the only new elemental reaction. But then again, could the same be said about Lauma? Let me see. Lauma is a Dendro. And but the Dendro for herself requires whatchamacallit, bloom. And bloom means Hydro. Should probably mark this too. Pole rock. No, too far. Okay, let's find another. Oh, that's okay. That was the spot that I was trying to remember, but this spot in particular has a big boy that I'm not willing to fight just yet because Lauma is not ready. Then let me try this on a different enemy. I think there was like a small group here. Hold on, I need to understand how she fights. 3-hit combo and holding charge does that. Or was that a sprint? Wait, what? No, moving forward and charging does that. Standing just... Oh, okay. Moving while charging, she'll turn into a deer. Although I don't expect her to survive fall damage. Even if she's galloping so elegantly. Oh yeah, and then there's something new down there. Below the character list. Some kind of like lunar effect of a sort. And it refills whenever... So yeah, see, there's a lunar bloom. I have already forgotten what the trial told me. I could go back and learn. I do know, but I would rather fight. Do field testing. That's tap. I remember there was like a hold input. Oh, okay, so it's still active on the field, off field. Ah, that's how you use all that moon meter. What happens if I do it again without the... Nothing. I guess it's just more bigger explosion?
잘못된 결정을 내.
So it refills more faster when a bloom happens. Uh-huh. That's a big AoE for sure. And then there's a hold. Causes a bigger explosion. What about her burst? Does her burst do damage? What am I? Well, I could always just look it up. Let's see. When nearby party members deal bloom, hyper bloom, or lunar bloom, stacks pale Heim while will be consumed. The duration for each stack of independently. Gaining 18 stacks. Additionally, while she has Moonsong, she gains Moonsong within 15 seconds of her burst. So does it do damage or not? It doesn't say it. Oh, there's a big guy I could toy around with.
그만 때려. 아이, 하하. 그대에게 선생.
Just need to get rid of the small threats. It has to be specifically only Hydro.
빛이야. 수중 환원. 달빛처럼 피어나라.
Oh, he's gonna retreat and then recover HP. Oh wait, hang on. I just remembered there was an enemy exactly like this. It was like the one. It's the one area I often go to. How do I not remember where it was? I think it's because of this area. This. No. Oh, here. Is it really orangey yellow? I could have sworn it was. I could have sworn the grass was green here.
하여.
Just wanna see what is this all about?
수중 환원. 숲의 수호. 숲바람이 노래.
And then
서리가 변하지 않게.
well, it doesn't do damage, but rather I think I see what's going on.
축복을 담아. 운명여.
Tricky part about definitely the trickiest part about doing Lunar Bloom. Excuse me, or Bloom in general. You have to have a party that can consist of dealing both Dendro and Hydro attacks. I would honestly say it's a bit of a hassle when you have to like forcefully switch between characters to make it happen. But yes, with the right characters, you can deal with consistency. Continuous Dendro blooms and all that. I don't need that now. Okay, I think I see what's happening. But I think she definitely would benefit by the time I get all these artifacts leveled up. And speaking of artifacts, I'm almost done. I mean, aside of the two new characters, I was like down to one more character, Aloy, to get her artifacts all sorted out. Like all level 20s. Like I finally did it after almost 5 years. After from sticking to only 2 types of artifacts and then understanding how each artifact benefits certain characters, and here I am doing 1,000 reworks to get the right artifacts, right main stats. I finally got them to level 20. Almost. The previous one that I completed was Diona. Yeah. So, Aloy, I would say is next, but sorry, now she's butt in line, back of the line again. This is honestly, I think, the 3rd, 4th time I had to do this to her. I mean, yeah, I mean the characters here, the newcomers you gotta prioritize them. Hang on a second. I just want to check something out. As far as I know, where's a flat surface? As far as I know. Do they meet eye to eye? They almost meet eye to eye. But I think she might still be the tallest. And she's definitely stacked based on side profile view. Oh, you applauding? Yeah. You're gonna get what's coming to you soon. I'm already at your machine factory, and I've already put a lot of your soldiers in bed now. Why does that symbol look familiar? Oh, okay, there we go. I was like trying to remember, well, how did I do the thing? I didn't even push, I didn't push forward or anything. Okay, I just noticed it consumes stamina when you do this. Okay. Hang on a second. horns remain big like that. No, it remains that way because there's an accessory hanging onto it. I thought for a moment it was like it grows at night. Like a little extra detail of a sort. Okay. No, wait, hang on a second. I only need this a whole lot. 60, so 55. And then I can ascend her one more time. Or, sorry, another time, one more to 90, and then there's an extra optional 10. And then as for Aino, she only needs this. But then that's not even half of the job done. Because then I have artifacts to grind for. And talents. Lots and lots of talents. And Mora. I'm going to run out of Mora, so I have to prioritize only one character. Rather than switching between them. So yeah, obviously Lauma will be the first. I will prioritize. Am I missing something? No. No. Oh wait, hang on a second. I just realized. Lauma's skill is a massive AoE, it has a big AoE perimeter of the Dendro. But, let me see. Oh, come on, it's raining! Oh, actually, this could still work. Maybe rain could have its benefits. Yeah, okay, every time that... Okay, alright, I see. Just like with cryo characters or Electro, when it rains, it really pours. But what would the same be said? Actually, it should. Like, it should cause Dendro Electro should cause not a lunar effect at least, but just a regular what's it called? Aggravate spread. Oh, yeah, the rain stopped. Oh well. Where are they? Oh. Excuse me, gentlemen. I need another test subject. Yeah, so every time. I'm sorry, now it's raining again. Okay. I see. So Lauma can definitely benefit for sure with that. She doesn't have to be on field. It's a off field support. However, I need to be within the perimeters that if I want to hit them with the Dendro. But be careful about the Dendro cores. the explosions can still hurt you. Not as much as towards the enemies, but it kind of becomes like a nuisance. It's kind of like getting pelted by a projectile off screen. Oh man, it's like constantly raining.
달빛처럼 피어나라.
Which is good, because then I can do this. And there can only be 5 Dendros at a time. So I'm guessing because I gave her such high elemental mastery, this means the Dendros, when they explode, the Dendro Core's explosion is reflected based on her mastery? At least that's my guess. Is that why they're all going down? I'm not even level 90, and yet she's able to decimate enemies with those cores. But yeah, the rain. The rain's definitely gonna be a big perk, big advantage. Also, they say when it rains in Inazuma, Raiden Shogun or Ai is crying. She's not crying, she is sad. No, somebody give her a hug. She's been through a lot. She's been through so much in her life. She lost a lot of friends, close friends, even her older twin sister. But she moves forward, still standing strong. But it's okay. Yaimiko is her familiar Yaimiko is there for her as well. Is she here yet? No. And I'm guessing since I just made the wish today, I think it was today. Then I guess Cheverus will appear. Whatchamacallit? She will appear tomorrow. Sometimes, I think I mentioned it before, but in case I didn't, sometimes you don't need to invite a character, go to the shrine and invite. Sometimes you might even end up seeing them out in the wild. I haven't tried this one yet. Excuse me. Well, while I was setting up the team, I only based it off of like play styles, and then putting elemental bonuses as part of it as well, or second thought.
주술 칭령.
There are 4 assist targets of a sort.
레이븐 어둠을 갈망하거라. 주술 칭령.
Radish attack! You can't stop me. Yao Yao got a lot of HP, you fools.
의 이름으로.
Here comes a big one. Let me try it on a small group. Those were two big mechs. How about you guys? A bunch of summons. And all I have to do is watch. Although technically having the 4 Archon, waifu Archons, is basically auto battle simulation.
윤력, 칭령.
They really are. Like, in fact, if you remember their playstyles, Raiden Shogun's skill allows her to activate her electro skill where, not intercept, what is a coordinate attack? Yeah. Mavica also attacks every few seconds as part of her skill. Nahida can lock onto up to 8 targets and attach Dendro on them. Furina's got 3 of her Hydro buddies to splash enemies. So yeah, Team Archon waifus are auto battlers. Venti does not have any kind of like assist style. He just blows wind while he flies up in the air. But his burst in a way does do like a support. Just it causes, he shoots out a giant wind vortex that sucks up enemies while dealing animal damage. And then Zhongli just turns the game to easy mode by giving you some strong ass barrier. No assist style. Also, he can petrify enemies with his burst.
윤력, 칭령, 주술.
마음대로 움직이면 안 돼. 아프나 사라져라.
유엔은 내가 정해.
아가씨의 뜻대로.
칭령.
가라, 멀게.
Does everybody get healed when I pick up a... No, it's only one target at a time, right? Pretty sure.
타모토.
윤력, 칭령, 윤력.
Radish attack!
괜찮아, 괜찮아.
Why is my radish buddy shooting elsewhere?
레이븐, 어둠을 갈망하거라. 주술.
가라, 멀게.
윤력.
응? 탄재의 이름. 괜찮아, 괜찮아.
Guess it needs to be more closer in order for the little wabbit to lock onto a nearby enemy. Otherwise, it's just throwing another target. Another nearby target. Alright. What time is it now? Oh, 9? Okay, then I better call it a night. I'll most likely do part 2 off stream. Or if I have time tomorrow, but I don't know, that remains to be said. Maybe I might stream that. But if that is the case, then brace yourself for like big spoilers up ahead. But yeah, we'll see. It's either that I do it on stream or off stream. And it's going to be a lovely scene. A lovely story to partake, I'm sure.
난 언제든 준비되어 있어. 잘 부탁할게.
Knowing Hoyoverse, yeah, there's bound to be some drama. Drama, action, brutalities, plot twists, and lots of heavy dialogue.
내가 지켜줄게.
얼마든지.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why am I doing that? I already have a I already have a burning team. Yeah, that. Yeah. Old habits die hard. Tomorrow Sunday. Yeah. Anything I should know for next week? Probably not much. Oh, it'll be the middle of September, so and yeah, I mentioned before, Sega said that there's gonna be a free demo sometime soon, mid-September, and it's gonna be, I think it's only gonna be single player focused, so no online play. It's just gonna give you an idea on, I guess, yes, the single player content. Although I don't expect them, in that case, in that sense, I don't expect them to have like the Koei Tecmo style where you can keep the save data and transfer it to the full game. The open network makes sense because that was only a stress test for the online play. With a bit of offline, but you get the idea. It's just a dumb thing that, you know, the online stress test allows you to unlock all those titles, and yet at the end of it, you don't even keep them. Or maybe you do. The online rankings keep track of your profile. Actually, now that I think about it, that could be the case. Maybe that the title unlocks are like a separate thing based on your online account. At least that's my guess.
동글동글이라는 간식은
Let's see. Anything else?
곁들이면 다양한 맛을 느낄 수 있어. 기다려봐. 가서 몇 개 더 사올게.
No, I think that's it. So, yeah, like I said, if I have time to stream tomorrow, then I will do that, and then I will do Act 2. It's right there. I don't know what Inafa and Aino are doing with the faceless stranger, because the character model has not rendered completely.
무기를 버려.
Yeah, I can totally see that there's no face. They're talking to a ghost. Or it could be somebody wearing a mask. Anyways. Anything else? No, okay, no, I said enough. Alright, so with that said, I will then see you guys in the next live stream. You folks have a good day and a good night. See you, folks.